Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Guy Dawson Show at the World Center of Broadcast Media, WCOBM.com. My name is Guy Dawson, and I am the managing member of Classy Communications, a full-service media and marketing company. If you would like to bring greater recognition to your business, your organization, or yourself personally, please get in contact with us at 702-845-6129 or visit our website, classycommunications.net. We are broadcasting to you live from the Gene Woods Racing Experience in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, just a stone throw from the Las Vegas Strip. And Corinth, I guess you haven't figured out how to steal my introduction yet, like all the other co-hostesses that I have.
What? I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, well,
now that you've challenged me, it's on. It's on.
Welcome back to the show. How have you been, Corintha?
I'm doing well, thank you, Guy. I'm excited to be back and excited to be talking to these lovely ladies, championing credit every day.
The champions of credit are back. Cynthia Davis and Lisa Flowers.
That's right, we're here to do it.
We had a sit down recently. We were going over a lot of marketing, and these women are some business women. And it was fun, wasn't it?
It was.
Just going over the
time.
concepts of how to develop your brand, and
Yes.
I'm so excited to have the ladies back doing another show. They are with Financial Education Services, and they are helping the world become a better place by helping people improve their credit.
Absolutely,
Yes,
and thank you. And we loved that time too, hanging out, because you just off the cuff came up with champions of credit, and we just looked at each other and said, "Perfect, that's it." Flyers, video, we got it ready to go.
Right.
So thank you for that.
And when I'm working with people, I always love the ones who implement right away, and they just went and they did it, and they're very serious about their business. And so here we are in the New Year's, ladies, and it was late. It was late 2016 when we got together last time.
December.
People were making their resolutions about how they're going to improve their credit.
Fabulous.
We're into the new year, and I guess it's time to show and prove, right? Are you going to make a move? Are you going to do anything different to improve your credit this year?
That's right.
Yes, and it's really needed. Tomorrow's a big day for the world.
Yes, we will be electing a new president tomorrow. We don't do a lot of politics on the God Dawson Show. However, we allow for all opinions. We are in America.
Yeah, absolutely. And so your credit is going to be very helpful. It is that 3-digit number is the number that is going to impact your finances the greatest. Whether it is a loan, whether it's a job, whether you're trying to buy a home, a car, insurance, that 3-digit number is going to impact all of that financially.
When we did the interview last month, we talked a lot about how there are people who just don't feel that it's important to improve their credit, or they think that there's nothing that they can do. They've made mistakes in their lives. They've had different types of situations. The two of you talked about yours. Corintha talked about hers. I know I've had credit situations, and a lot of times people just get so paranoid and they don't think that they can do anything to have better credit.
Absolutely. And, it's just a conversation. There is help out there. We can help you. And the conversation is, it's easy. And the first step to that is, knowing what's on your credit report. You have to pull your credit. The credit bureaus, the Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion allows you to get a free credit report every year. So if you have not pulled your credit, please pull your credit.
It's time to know. You got to know. Knowledge is power, right? You have to know what's going on if it's going to affect your pocketbook as much as this does. How do you not know, right? And I think the worst thing is that people are like, well, I just deal in cash. That's just all that I do. Like, well, guess what? Everything you're paying in cash, you're paying more in cash than you need to because your insurance premiums are too high, and you can't go up in your job and get advancement because of these things. It just affects so many things. You can't just pay cash anymore.
I have a quick question for you ladies.
Great.
I've actually pulled my credit score before through Credit Karma, where, obviously it's free, but what are the upsides and the downsides to that? Because I don't think it pulls from all three of those credit agencies, correct?
Right, absolutely. And they've done some incredible marketing, okay?
Yes.
Marketing is a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Yes.
But it's a great thing, right? But Credit Karma is the most popular one, but it's not accurate. It really isn't. So I always say I'd rather you do that than nothing. I mean,
Right.
you got to monitor your credit, but yes, service. It's only powered by, I think that one is TransUnion. There's freecreditscore.com. There's all sorts of different websites that are out there that you can use. Our credit monitoring service through our program is empowered by all 3 credit bureaus. And so you can watch it and like pull your credit each and every day if you wanted to and get an accurate score of all 3 bureaus.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Right, and I wanted to share that I became a client of Financial
right.
Education Services. I'm ready to take care of a few things that I've had some issues with, and I want to learn more about how they do things. And there are so many other components to Financial Education Services other than credit.
Yes.
Credit is the emphasis because obviously people have a lot of issues in this country and probably all over the world when it comes to credit.
Yeah, it is definitely the part that's going to impact people the most. But I tell people that long past getting your credit fixed, because that might take 3, 6, 9 months, maybe, a year at the most. But at that point, don't you still need to protect your identity? Don't you still need to monitor your credit if it's going to still impact you in such a way? But we go way beyond that. If we talk about your assets, we need to make sure that, your estate planning documents are in place. There's always that fear that, where is your money? What happens if something happens to you? And people just don't want to look at that, but it's all part of your services with Financial Education Services because it's needed by every single person.
And what is the real impact, Elisa, of getting your credit scores up? Because people hear that all the time. You need to. Can you give us something in terms of dollars and cents, the amount of money that a person could be losing because of their low credit scores?
Oh, absolutely. Over a lifetime, you can lose anywhere up to, $200,000 up to $1 million, just depending. So just imagine if you have an auto loan and you have less than perfect credit, and you decide to go to, some of the local dealerships here, I won't mention any names, and they might give you a loan that's 25%. And trust me, people are driving cars with a 25% interest rate. Imagine if you paid 25% on a car loan for 6 years versus paying 4% because you have a credit score of 720 or more for 6 years. That is a big difference in money. That's almost money that you can start your retirement funds with.
Yeah, that's a big spread.
That's
and when
big spread.
When you're thinking about interest rates, and when I think what I see with a lot of people in loans and things is they just have tunnel vision and they just think about, I'm just going to get it done, and they don't realize the real financial impact of having to pay so much more. 25% interest, that's 1/4%.
Yes.
That's a lot of interest.
And they almost don't want you to pay it because then when you don't pay that car loan, it's not like, it's not like it's going to go in your credit report. These small dealerships that do this, they're going to go pick up your car and sell it to someone else and do it again. So it just keeps happening to you. And when you're in a situation like that, your car payment isn't even helping your credit score because they're not posting it to your credit. And this is just one factor she's talking about. What about the fact that your car insurance premium, we have one customer went down $2,000 a year, just her car insurance premium because her score was higher. And what about those that are renting, throwing money away to somebody else's mortgage? You might as well have a home of your own. We have someone else that saved over $1,000 per month simply by having a better credit score, getting out of renting and having a home of their own. So these are the dollars and cents that adds up to this $200,000 to over $1 million. It adds up.
Yeah, and even for me, my example is refinancing my homes. I wasn't able to refinance my homes because of my low credit score. I got involved in the program, increased my credit score. I was able to refinance my properties and save about $300 per property. That's $1,000 a month. That's $12,000 a year. $60,000 in 5 years. That's a nice chunk to a retirement account.
I think one thing that people don't understand or realize enough is that just because, say I purchase a car today and my credit score is not where I want it to be, it's in a lower status, and then I increase my credit score over the course of a year. I go through the program. What people don't realize is that I can now go back and talk to that loan company and get my interest rate reduced. I don't think enough people know to do that, things like that.
That you can refinance
Yes.
a car loan.
Yeah, and you can, and you have the
And
power
other
now
loans.
because you have leverage for that.
Yes.
So you can go back, and usually you get the car that they let you have. This is the one you can afford based on your interest rate because your payment is so high. Now you can get the car that you want at
True.
the interest rate that you want. So now you can trade that car in and get the one that you really wanted.
Yeah, we're talking credit with the credit champions, Cynthia Davis and Elisa Flowers. We're going to go to a commercial break and come back and talk more about how we can get those credit scores up, as well as a lot of the other services that Financial Education Services offers. So we will see you in a few minutes with more of The Guy Dawson Show.